Every minister is supposed to have one car, not even a security guard. If you're doing the right thing, why do we secure you? We have got a police training academy in Masindi, which they use to hide forces that are going to help the Electoral Commission to siphon the business. One MP, let's have someone we know who can deliver, that's one. We are not after tents or chairs. Another Traore is coming. That is His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. We are time out to assemble ourselves, and we are more than ready. That day, you will dream Jesus, all of you. We are not opposition just because that word was planted there. We are optional. That's why you see they abducting people day and night. I also know somehow I will be abducted. But before I'm abducted, I'm going to spin the horizon and change the dynamics. The district chairperson we lost was Majara, John Majara. The one who substituted him was one of another best, but he was not allowed to work, Mr. Virija Stephen. So ever since the departure of Mr. Virija Stephen, the district is in shambles. One I have cited who is using or he's used as a state machinery is Baram Barugahara. The appointment of ministers by Mr. Museveni is a conduit to siphon resources and loot. We are going into a tough battle that we have to win. Put education as a priority, health as a priority, agriculture as a priority. Then the rest can follow those. We are going to create a safe journey to deliver Masindi. 62 plus 8 is 70. Then when you add 15% for Tanzania and 15% for Uganda, it's already 100. Where is the 1% for Bunyoro? I'm Kanti Rogers, the only warrior Bunyoro has. That's all. So, we have a new Masindi, a new Bunyoro is coming. I see it coming. The message you have to package for the people of Uganda is supposed to be very nice in a manner that the country is tired, first of all. It's looking for a rescue. We have a problem with the forces. Actually, what we call Uganda is not Uganda. Uganda is NRM and NRM is UPDF at the end of it all. So we are going into a tough battle that we have to win. The statesmen and women are ready, and the only obstacle we have are the forces, and it is sometimes money. But in the presence or absence of justice, we are ready to conquer. The battle is going to be the best so far Uganda is going to face. Why? The country has created its own darling, that is National Unity Platform. That's why you see the devil will always harass National Unity Platform. But I feel good when televisions can come to ground to understand what the ground is talking, ear to the ground. Now, as I stand, I'm going to be the Member of Parliament, Masindi Municipality. It's an area of no nonsense. We are going to create a safe journey to deliver Masindi. So far, so poor, or so far, dead. Now, we have got to resurrect the country. We've got to resurrect regions, what they call federal. We are supposed to fabricate a new constitution to shape this country and its resources. We have got the resources. Actually, we're even better off than Ibrahim Traore if we assembled ourselves properly as Ugandans, statesmen and women. Put education as a priority, health as a priority, agriculture as a priority. Then the rest can follow those. There is supposed to be free education, free water, free electricity, basing on the oil we have. But it was poorly planned. We have to assemble that. The oil needs to be assembled again. All documents of oil are supposed to be shut up. Because I saw, they said Bunyoro was given 1%. But when you look at the statistics, France has 62%, that is for Total. Sinok has 8%. When you add 62 plus 8 is 70. Then when you add 15% for Tanzania and 15% for Uganda, it's already 100. Where is the 1% for Uganda? For Bunyoro rather. So we have a tough journey to create a solution. Now, we are getting out of captivity. We have to be very careful, very observant, ready to read, ready to be advised, ready to follow what the statesmen and women are saying. If you ask any politician, our ambitions have been disobeyed. Not any politician in Masindi knows the demand for the public. They're only slaves of their intestines. Now, I'm coming up for Masindi municipality. I'm ready. All logistics are set. I'm going to meet either Ernest Kiza or Roger Byabakama, whoever comes. We have got there's something I want to understand. Statesmen and women, please. Let's wake up. At one time when you abandon a woman and she comes back, she'll never be the same woman. Whoever lost a seat out of parliament after performing at least for 2 to 3 terms, please excuse the country. We have new men, new kids on the block. We have to think. We have to redeliver this country. The independence is not there. The constitution is not there. Courts are political theaters. What are we doing? Police is a juggling stick for go and arrest. We have illegal arrests, kidnaps, detention without trial. So we need to wake up and balance. I've seen Masindi, I know it, all of it. Woman MP, let's have someone we know who can deliver. That's one. We are not after tents or chairs. We are after basics. Where is education? Where is agriculture? Where is health? Where are the resources planted? We have a lot to do, and we are ready. I'm trying to preach. I believe I can preach, but your minds are not prepared. Please, wake up. Ugandans, Tuyamba Lengule is our motto right now, and we are going to it. I can see it. When it comes to security here, we have got a police training academy in Masindi, which they use to hide forces that are going to help the Electoral Commission to siphon the business. I want to engage the United Nations. I'm going to write a document. They come and first close it so that we correct our politics. Police training school must be closed in the coming polls because it's where they hide the forces that terrorize the voters. That's one. Then 2, I want to warn the world. Africa is not a joke. It's our responsibility as Africans to assemble Africa. I'm going a little bit out of Uganda, but I'm relating it to Uganda again because we are going to have the same president. Another Traore is coming. That is His Excellency Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu. Please borrow a leaf from Ibrahim Traore, and that is what we shall go for. And the whites, the white community, you have tried to assassinate Ibrahim Traore. Please, the day you think you are going to shoot him, all whites must get out of Africa because you are no longer important to us. We cannot keep you here and you want to kill our own good ones. Have some discipline for us. Because we are not a juggling stick for you guys to come and dismantle us and you assemble yourselves. Okay? This is something we are not supposed to play. The origin of breaking Africa was to kill the kingdoms. We had a very good administration here. Whatever the whites are saying is administration, you copied it from Kabalega. He had everything. Now, I'm going to represent Masindi municipality, but in real sense, I'm going to represent the entire Bunyoro. You people have been looking for the land between 2 rivers. The land between 2 rivers is Bunyoro. The land between 2 rivers is not Mesopotamia, it is Bunyoro. We are in the middle of Albert Nile and Victoria Nile, which you call River Nile. And at the top of it, every day, God is baptizing Bunyoro with Murchison Falls, which is Kabalega Falls. Can you have some discipline for Ugandans, please? Whoever is thinking elsewhere otherwise, we are time out to assemble ourselves, and we are more than ready. I'm ready. Ugandans, are you ready? Please, for the first time, look at the right thing and make sure you do right at the voting. So whichever reason we have to give, I'm going to win the vote here. The public is behind National Unity Platform. I'm going to write to the funding agents to close that police training academy. It is the one that is disturbing Uganda's politics. That's where they hide the forces. Please, the document is coming. United Nations, are you there? who are the funding agents of the Police Training Academy in Uganda, the East and Central Africa Police Training Academy. We have to close it immediately. Seize funds because it's disorganizing the domestic politics of this area. That's one. Then we are going to write to the forces to assemble themselves. We have somebody on top of the forces who is using forces to destroy this country. He's the son of the president. The son of the president, please, if you can't behave, get out of the army. You are misusing it. Ugandans, it's our time to exhibit our potential. We have been hidden under curtain for 40 years. In the beginning, we thought we found a Messiah. Mr. Museveni has come, the Messiah has come. Right now, we are seeing the anaconda surrounded by serpents. What can we do? We have to get pestoling sticks, big or small, burn the whole of the cocoon of snakes and pythons, anacondas, destroy that system so that we have Jesus come back here. The day we vote out this system is the day Jesus is coming. I promise Ugandans. When you see it go, that day you will dream Jesus, all of you. According to the municipality, we gave Ernest Kiza parliament. Immediately, the municipality was born. Ernest Kiza represented the municipality. For 2 terms, there is a term I was seeing, they were accrediting MPs who have worked. He had performed 0%. But still, as Wanyoro, we went back because he was a minister and took him back again. The second term, we couldn't afford to keep him there. We had to take him out. We had a replacement, which was not a replacement. We just placed somebody there as we assemble ourselves. We knew he was not going to perform, but just because we were fed up, that's the MP we have right now. So, between me and either Ernest or Rogers Vyamukama, I see a landslide victory. Why? It comes like this. Should they go for their primaries and one loses, immediately the populates will change the sense of direction to the opposition. We are not opposition just because that word was planted there. We are optional. Now, there is a landslide victory in the country that all of them, the system has seen and is scared. That's why you see they abducting people day and night. I also know somehow I will be abducted. But before I'm abducted, I'm going to spin the horizon and change the dynamics of this place. Trust me, when I get to parliament, I will represent Uganda. 50% of that parliament, I will be representing the entire Uganda. Just like I admire one MP, I see somebody was accrediting him that one head of his is equivalent to 100 heads of other people in parliament. Mine is going to be half of the parliament. I'm prepared. All of you Ugandans, Masindi municipality has a landslide victory for NUP. We are more than set. They are more than understanding it. Even assembling themselves has failed. So, with our resources, I'm ready to perform. 50% of my salary in parliament, I'm giving it back to keep the town, Masindi municipality, clean. 50% every month will be to clean the town. All schools will be given a timetable. This time it has been Masindi Secondary School cleaning the town. The other month it will be Kabalega Secondary School cleaning the town. The other month it will be St. Teresa cleaning the town. The other month it will be a certain primary school, whichever, cleaning the town on Saturday. Half of that money, half of my salary, will be given to that school every month. The school that is going to serve, clean the town, clean the hospital, clean the market, clean the streets. And even, trust me, other business people will want to help me by giving them water, assembling them with gloves, so that we get out a clean job. I pledge 50% of my salary is going to go back to the populates. I can't even speak it in the common language here. ebichweka 50 bye omusara gwange gwa parliament nkuzigarulira abantu abakomere zijja kubaza okuyonja tawuni haijaga kuba abaana abamasomero. This time Kabalega has cleaned the hospital. The other time Masindi Secondary School is cleaning the market. The other time St. Teresa is cleaning the streets. I want to have a model district in the best municipality. The other time I'll give it to the streets, to paint the streets. I can even say this street must be this color, this street must be this color, because the money is mine, the money is theirs. They are the ones who voted me. Abantu nywena bakunkoma omusara gwange tugusara gati na gati. I have to clean the town, and sometimes I can have a pocket for whoever performs very well in class. Like you get 4 distinctions, we get you a scholarship. For the member of parliament, whoever is doing very good gets a credit for it. I can even come to the market as I'm walking around, I find your stall very clean, I give you a backup for your business. So, it's my responsibility to represent. It's a responsibility to represent. But I want to be a model leader. I don't want money. I'm going to deliver. Trust me. I've ever delivered without any vote. You remember when I petitioned the parliament for our road of Bunyoro, the Trans-Bunyoro Highway? It came out. I've never been to parliament. Now, trust me, if I get there, I can pledge a lot from the oil. Free electricity, free water, free education, free health services. I will not allow people of Masindi to suffer when I have such brains. Woman member of parliament, Kabakumba Masiko returns. Bintu Jalia returns. Florence is still there. He hasn't done bad. I can have a lot with her. I keep twisting her so that she performs. I've never hated her. But sincerely, we have given you 3 to 4 terms. Kabakumba, you served 4 terms. Am I lying? Bintu Jalia served 4 terms. Can't you leave other people to secure this situation? Remember, what got you out is still what is going to get you out of the vote right now. So, excuse me, students around here, scholars around here, find a competitor for National Unity Platform. We are ready, because I'm trying to source around. I need a confident person who can plan, who can work, not a one who can go there and get a 500 and go off the deal. We need to be committed to ourselves. We need to be committed to Ugandans. We need to be so transparent. Remember, we are going to be witch-hunted. So far, the seat of the woman member of parliament for Masindi is shaky. I see it going back, or I see it changing to another person, not the 3. It can either be the one lady to go back because she has just served 1 term and nobody is complaining. Or if the 3 of them are going out, a new kid is on the block. That one I pledge. We have got only MP aspirants. They are still going to, for their, they call it the primary. There is Biarugaba and Ketume Kasanga. Yes. Even Wobsobo's Patrick is there. There can be another one, because it's still a free space. But so far, this district needs to be assembled. We just lost, the only district chairperson we lost was Majara, John Majara. The one who substituted him was one of another best, but he was not allowed to work, Mr. Virija Stephen. So ever since the departure of Mr. Virija Stephen, the district is in shambles. So we are yet to see and decide. But then when I go to parliament, I will assemble the district. Don't worry. They know me. I will sit to meeting with them, even the security. I will engage them, because it's our time to assemble Uganda. So as I will be assembling the municipality, the district, and the kingdom, with other kingdoms will also borrowing a leaf from me. I trust the coming new Uganda is going to be the Pearl of Africa. I have the confidence. The populates will decide, the voters. Because I have not been down there to understand the dynamics. But what I see, or what I hear, Here you find Byarugaba, the other time you find Kietume, the other time you find Bobsobozi. So I've not yet established a true answer, but it's yet to come. In the municipality, I think, this time let's try a lady. If we find a lady, because women are easy to assemble, and there is a way they hold finances tightly. Can we find a mayor who is a lady? Ladies around Masindi. Find a lady who is ready to join National Unity Platform. We go to the headquarters, we screen her brains, we coach her how things move in National Unity Platform. Number one is zero tolerance to corruption. Please don't be caught up in a snare. Once you declare you're a lion, never be allowed to be caught in a rat trap. That one is the only thing I pledge. The rest, we are winning. Is not strong as such. We didn't have anybody to put there. At that time, he was the only optional alternative. But in the meantime, with this population that is educated, we have got people thinking higher. So we need to aim our brains higher. He's just an alternative. Masindi had no leader. We have actually a deficit of leadership in Masindi. And the security system here, we have got two barracks. The police barracks and the army barracks. They tantamount with facts, changing facts to be right, right to be wrong. That's where I want to tie myself. Actually, the gist of the matter is all of us are leaders. But how lucrative are we to society? How many can deliver? There has been a lot of land grabbing, and one I have cited who is using or is used as a state machinery is Baram Barugahara. He just says, Mr. President, I want land around the Ministry of Works. And they tell him to go and take it. He's taking it for who? There is a game in that game. I want Sese control land. He goes through these people here, the leaders, local leaders, and then go through the land's office, get a land title. We are losing land day and night. This one is an investor. We have had ranches here that were gazetted by Dr. Apollo Milton Obote. Now they have sugarcane on them. Remember the time they were zoning this district here, some land was reserved for cattle rearing. So all ranches now are occupied with sugarcane. And that sugarcane, excuse me, Uganda, look at me properly. There is a sugar deal between Uganda and America. I'm going to dig it out once I'm in Parliament. I'll go to the US, come with facts, and close all accounts that have been trading sugar from Uganda to US. That deal was signed in 1962-63 by Dr. Apollo Milton Obote and John Francis Kennedy. And according to his assassination, that reason is hidden, but it's one of the reasons why. They said Kennedy was combining business between the United States and Africa, and that was the mistake they cited. But when you look at the mistake they cited, when United States lost a deal of sugar from Cuba, the problem was Fidel Castro lost love with United States. Why? The Che Guevara overthrew Batista, replacing him with Fidel Castro. And America was against that deal of overthrowing Batista. So the replacement of Fidel Castro was against America. So they couldn't allow Cuba to supply sugar in America. They had to look into Africa. So we had only two sugar factories in Africa, in Uganda. That was Madivani group of companies and Meta group of companies. So Obote, being a statesman, he discussed the sugar deal. He actually was summoned by John Francis Kennedy. Rumors, according to the rumor I saw, I don't know true or false, Francis Kennedy opened the car door for Dr. Apollo Milton Obote to come out and they discuss economic and security issues in the White House. So the sugar deal of Uganda still runs because Obote supplied sugar for only 3 years and he had capacity money that built 22 modern hospitals, including and Meta as Uganda. So Uganda was exporting to America. So the money America was paying was too much. In 3 years, Obote managed to build 22 modern hospitals. You can see Kiboga, Kiriandongo, Anaka, Abim. Even in the east, it was just the whole Uganda was given hospitals, modern ones. Even when you look at them today, you can think they are new. So we are going back to that same Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And he used to boast, Obote used to boast and raise his hand and say, the Pearl of Africa will rise and shine again. I saw him speak that. So the deal is going out of the white man. Mr. Museveni, much as we want to blame him, if you want to blame Museveni, don't look at Museveni. Look at who is behind him and what is the other man behind him thinking, the secret society. I so rest the case. We shall discuss it in Parliament. The appointment of ministers by Mr. Museveni is a conduit to siphon resources and loot, if I can use the right word. Museveni can wake up in the morning and say, I've given you a minister of Kayasi. Go and represent Kayasi. He just creates a ministry. Honorary stories. Let me show you, we have multiple ministers. What for? We can only have 15 ministers for the whole country to run. Only resources. What are the resources we have? Education is there, can have a minister. Health is there, can have a minister. Agriculture is there, can have a minister. When you combine natural resources, we can have a ministry that has got clusters in them. We combine them. Like there is a ministry like this, Maif, it's still my Minister of Agriculture. It has animal industry and fisheries. You create a system that operates four things together. One minister representing four entities. That's what I want, not a minister representing issues that are not there. And then you give him a lead car with a lot of soldiers who are taking taxpayers' money. Every minister is supposed to have one car, not even a security guard. If you're doing the right thing, why do we secure you? Be one example. I used to see Dotati of Philippines patrolling the city with a motorcycle without any guard. You leave the guards on the streets like spies. They will be looking at you as you move. Don't walk with them. You need to feed them. They need where to sleep. All that is expenditure. If we sat down and assembled this country properly, for example, if we spend 20 billions per week, we can be able to spend only 100 millions per week. In case we assemble this country properly and look at institutions, key institutions first, then the next other ones come in the next cluster. We have got the brains, we've got the energy. We are only disturbed by one man, the white man. From today, don't disturb Museveni. Look for the white man inside Museveni. It's a deal. There is a deal in Museveni. There is a deal that protects him with a lot of army. Because he has to protect the other deal of the white man. And make sure they deceived them that in case they shoot the president, this one will shoot you and another one will shoot you. Then it means that is the whole thing will be assembled as an overhaul. It will be another Uganda. So I pray the other way they can do it, but we're going to do it our way. And our way is very smart because it's a landslide. Like I told, the recycling plant will be given to people with disabilities so that they have a docket that can be kept for them. So recycling plant for plastics, that one is simple. We already have Indians having them here. We can buy it from China and give it to the people here. We have electricity in Karuma. We can say, people with disabilities are here. Please, we need a special line for Masindi. That I will tap the same power for security lights. I will tap the same power for the market. I will tap the same power for the hospital. Because at one time I went to the hospital and they were operating a lady on a flashlight of the phone. And I was like, what are we doing here? What are we planning? So garbage will be managed. We have a recycling plant for garbage there to make them fertilizers. We can also increase on our thinkability to transform the situation around us. And every courtyard must have at least a granary, a food store. Every courtyard must have a food store. And it will be inspected by LOCs because we shall fund them. I'm coming deep into food security because I read agric engineering mechanics. My target is to feed the nation. Nations will eat generation after generation, eat after eating, eat after eating. So it's my responsibility to have the field work and it's my responsibility to save the future through agriculture. That one, I'm going there. And good enough, my president, Mr. Robert Kyagulanyi Sentamu, I was discussing with my personal appointments manager, that is Madam Linda Zedrigawaru. He told me I should prepare my documents for agricultural engineering mechanics so that they make me a commissioner for agriculture. So with that name, position being a commissioner for agriculture, I will deliver. Everyone around there will have something on the table. And schools will have food. We have to have a food supply system for crisis. Thank you.